Howdy, everyone. Mark here. I think I'm going to start making some regular videos. I've been sharing a little bit about my personal life and my journey, and I've had a lot of questions, and people from all different parts of my life have come back to me to kind of want to know more. So through some discussions with some other friends, I decided why don't I just kind of share, maybe a little bit every week about what I'm doing, what I'm up to, and just I want to share a little bit more intimately about some of the things that I care about and some of the things that are important to me. And in the past, I've kind of had all these separate channels where I would kind of like use Facebook and only talk to certain people, and on LinkedIn, other certain people. And I kind of had this like really fragmented world in which no one ever actually knew the whole me. So this is my attempt to be whole and to share everything. And for me, that means, the things that I care about personally, the things that I care about through my work and through my career, the things that are near and dear to me in my daily life, and all the things that I'm kind of up to because I want to stimulate discussions with the people that I care about. So whether you know me from a long time ago, or from recently, or from work, or a friend, or some other kind of acquaintance, feel free to jump in and ask questions and discuss. So I think every week I'm just going to share maybe some interesting quotes from books that I've read, or talk about important topics. Like, for example, I've worked in the field of education my entire career. I have a lot to say, and I've had a lot of experience. I'd like to share more about what I think is going on in the field of education, what we could do differently, and maybe provide some spark and some inspiration. Um, I've also recently become, very inclined spiritually, and have gone on quite a deep dive and a journey in my life, and I can share on different topics like that. I'm also starting to teach a class called Spiritual Sword Fighting, which has been a really fun endeavor. But other times I might just find a funny picture and want to share, and get a little bit of a laugh. But today I wanted to share just a really short passage from one of the books that really saved my life. This is a little tiny book that we many of us have come to call the Big Book, and the Big Book, otherwise known as Alcoholics Anonymous, which was a program that saved my life and continues to this day. But the page 47 of the Big Book, it says, "We needed to ask ourselves but one short question. Do I now believe, or am I even willing to believe, that there is a power greater than myself? As soon as man can say that he does believe or is willing to believe, we empathetically assure him that he is on his way. It has been repeatedly proven among us that upon this simple cornerstone, a wonderfully effective spiritual structure can be built." And so, the AA program helps people all around the world, and has for many years. And it might be difficult for people to admit and to share publicly about this. And, it is anonymous, but here I am sharing, and I share my path, and I share my journey. And I'm not afraid to let any of it show through, especially, now that I've been sober 3 years. And I also use my time and commitment to help other people with their sobriety. And if that's something that speaks to you, reach out to me. I'd love to share and talk about it some more. But the other important thing that came to me from this book was, the answer to that question is, do I believe that there is something greater than me? And, I spent the first half of my life thinking that the world revolved around me and that everything had to go my way. And I spent many hours of my life chasing after those dragons and defending it, and destroying relationships with the people that I love and care about the most, because of that strong desire to control and to manipulate, and then use drugs and alcohol when things weren't working out the way that I thought they should. So I've had a lot of time to surrender and to let go of those feelings, and believe in a higher power, believe that there's something out there that's bigger, greater than me, greater than us, greater than this daily existence. But then also to be able to experience that. to be a part of it and to understand it a little bit more, which I think will be the goal for the rest of my life. I'm 40, so I spent the first half rebelling and doing probably all of the opposite things that I should do, and now I'll spend the rest second half of my life, coming back home and getting closer to those things, especially in nature and around the environment and spirituality in all of its different forms, whether it's Eastern spirituality or Western spirituality with Jesus Christ, Buddha, Zoroaster. It's all interesting to me, and I look forward to learning more and also to sharing. So thanks for your little bit of time, and I'll share again next week, something kind of short just like this, no more than 10 minutes, and hope to spark some conversation, and see you all soon. Cheers.